Pause and practice activity, Word 2-1. We'll be using the resume document in your data files folder. We're going to start by changing the margins on our document. Before we do that, I want to take a moment to discuss the margins. Up here, above the document itself, you'll see a ruler. The gray area on the right and left of the ruler shows you where the margins are. The white area shows you where the text will be printed. You'll notice after we change the margins that this gray area here will adjust to the new size. To change the margins, we're going to go to the Layout tab, and then we're going to go to the Page Setup dialog box, and we'll change the margins here. So we'll type 0.75 in the first box and 0.75 in the second box. We're going to change the left margin to 1 inch and the right to 1 inch as well. So there are margins up and down at the top and bottom of the document and left and right across the document. We'll then press OK to complete our changes, and you should notice that the ruler changed to show narrower margins. We'll move ahead and start working with some tab stops. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the Loomis, California line, and we're going to click the paragraph launcher up here on the Layout tab. We'll then go to the Tabs button, and we're going to type 6.5 into the tab stop. Now you'll notice that a typical tab stop by default starts at 1/2 of an inch. Next, we're going to set this to align to the right, and with a leader of the 3, which is some dashes. Now click the Set button to apply it, and then click OK. Notice that when we inserted this type of a tab stop, it inserted this dashed line and pushed this text over to the right side of the document. The reason it did this was because there was a tab marker between the CA and the October. We can see that same thing here under this line. If I go to the Home tab and then click the paragraph marker, you'll see that this is a paragraph marker here. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy the formatting from here down to here. So what I'm going to do is select this line, go to our Format Painter, I'm going to click it once, come down here to this line and apply it. And you'll notice here that that tab marker is showing in the middle of this document now because we did this special tab stop. I'm going to turn off the paragraph markers so we don't have to see those. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy this format further within the document. So I'll click this again, or highlight this again. Now instead of just selecting the Format Painter, I'm going to double click on it. And what this allows us to do is place the format at multiple locations within the document. So I'm going to scroll down here, and here's another area. So I'll highlight this. You notice that the Format Painter stays on. So we'll come down to the next line here. And that's it. So let's go ahead and click here to turn off the Format Painter. Now we're going to remove a tab stop, and insert a different tab stop. So let's go down to the References area of our document. So we're going to select the text underneath this. And then we're going to go to the Paragraph Group Dialog Launcher. Go back to the Tabs button. And we're going to delete this tab spot here, and we'll press the clear button to erase it. We're then going to add a new tab stop. This will be a 3.75 inch tab stop. We want this to be on the left with no leader. We'll click the Set button to add it to our tab stops for this text. Click OK to exit. So we're done with the tab stops. We're going to actually go now to what are called indents and add that to the document. So let's move back up to the top of the document and place the insertion point somewhere in the paragraph below profile. We'll then go make sure we're on the Layout tab. And we're going to go to the paragraph group and go to the indent area. And we're going to change this to 0.25 inches and the right to 2.25 inches. And you'll notice that this paragraph here has been pushed inward 1/4 of an inch on both the left and right hand side. We're now done with this pause and practice activity.